So we can see change as a part of our life, as a flowing in and out of a tide. These ways of emotion that flow within us can create change. So let's do an EFT tapping on change in our lives. So taking full responsibility for your own well-being and repeating after me. Let's go with that flow and let's start to tap. Even though it sometimes feels like there is no change in my life, and it feels like things are stuck and like it'll never change, and I still deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, even though these waves of emotion that flow through me with great intensity and with great power, and I still deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, even though the going in and going out of the tide, this rise and flow of emotions that feel like it'll never stop, I still deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. This change, this flowing in and out, it may feel like nothing seems to get better. Feels like things are stuck. And there's no change. But there might be some change within me that I might not be consciously aware of. Like the slow creep in of a tide and the flowing out of a tide. These waves of emotion that flow in and flow out. This energy in motion, this emotion, this flowing. Some things come in and some things go out. And within that rise of emotion, within that flowing of emotion, is myself. Is the self that rides those waves. And I might not notice those changes. I might say this pain will never end. But the intensity of it might change. It might grow strong. And it might weaken. And I just need to ride that wave. And it changes. And it's flowing around me right now. This wave of emotion. This changing tide. It flows in and flows out. And how attached I become to those waves will intensify those waves. So by allowing these waves to flow in and allowing these waves to flow out, I don't get bogged down. I don't get weighed down by these rising tides, by the ups of the waves and the downs of the waves. I ride on top of the waves There'll be another wave. But as long as I don't become too attached to one emotion as it flows in and it flows out, I can ride the next wave. There'll be happy waves, sad waves, waves of anger, waves of grief, whatever those waves may be. I shall stay atop of those waves by not anchoring myself into those waves and allowing myself to flow, allowing myself to go with these waves, allowing myself to be one and steer myself in a direction where I can go with my emotions but not be defined by my emotions. I'm flowing now, and I'm going now with that flow. And some people may go with those waves with me, and some people have their own direction to go with me. And I'm going with that flow, going with what I know, in the direction of which I want to sail my ship. I'm going with that flow now. I'm releasing that which no longer serves me, raising my anchor, and going with that flow in mind, body, and spirit. Take a full deep breath in, and going with that flow of life. And even as I'm doing this tapping, the change of tide is coming in. It's around my feet now. So they may go so I can stay a little bit more drier. But going with the emotions, not attaching to those emotions, because we'll always have different emotions. And even pain, the intensity of a pain will lessen as we go with it. And knowing that some things will have its beginning and end, but also a beginning again of another emotion. So I'm down from Eflowtion Support Services. I'm going to go get dry now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.